Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Homerich Studio. In this video, I'm making 2 fall wall hangers to share with you. So let's get right into the video. Here's the first piece we're going to be making. And here are some things we're going to be using. I have this wood pumpkin from the Dollar Tree. You can use any pumpkin because we're going to be painting it. I have a piece of cardboard that is the same size as the pumpkin. We're going to be attaching that to the bottom of the pumpkin. I have some flowers, so pick out some flowers of your choice if you're going to be making this. I just happen to love these black-eyed Susans. They're all from the Dollar Tree, so I grabbed a bunch of those. I did not use the berries, but I did use the leaves off of the berries. I have some brown yarn, any kind of brown yarn, or twine, not twine, jute will work. I have some mesh tubing, some wire jute, some raffia, and I have a bunch of ribbon that I took out of my bin that is either black and white, or black. I have some pit berries. And we're going to be using some Waverly chalk paint in the color maize, truffle, and pumpkin, in which you can get all of these from Walmart. And most of these pieces are from the Dollar Tree. So I pulled off the tag and I noticed it was split. So check your pieces before you buy them. I don't always do, and sometimes I get burned, but in this case it's okay because we're going to cover it up. So I take this cardboard and I cut a big triangle out of it. And it should be the width of the bottom of the pumpkin, as you can see there. And now we're going to be painting the pumpkin in the color pumpkin. I always paint first because when it's drying you can put other things together. The stem of the pumpkin is truffle and the triangle is truffle as well. And now what I'm doing is I'm putting in some lines, some shadows, and some highlights with maize. And just have fun. There's no right or wrong. Just kind of keep on building it up, and if you make a mistake, you can wipe it off or you can paint over. And hey, if you are a subscriber, I want you to know I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are amazing. My channel is growing, and you guys are the best, so thank you. If you're not a subscriber, welcome to my channel. I hope you like what you see. I do a lot of thrift flips, and I do a lot of budget-friendly DIYs. And usually seasonal. If you like this, consider subscribing. It's totally free and it helps me out. So now that the pumpkin is dry, I am taking this yarn and I'm just going to tie it in the back. Just tie it around the back of the pumpkin. And then we're going to take the glue gun and run a bead of glue in the back there, and I kind of push that down to get it to the bottom of the stem as much as I can. And now this is what I do. It's hard to get all the way at the bottom. So I take it and I glue a bead at the bottom and then I wrap it down underneath the first string. I hope that makes sense, but you can see it here. And so that way you've hit the bottom of the stem. And now I just keep wrapping it around, and every 3 or 4 times I put a bead of hot glue on the back of it. And I keep turning it back and forth to make sure there's no holes. And now that the pieces are dry, we're going to be attaching this triangle to the bottom of the pumpkin. Kind of looks like a pumpkin, ice cream pumpkin cone or something. That might be an idea for the summer. Anyway, that's what it looks like. And I have these black-eyed Susans, which I love, and I just wanted to mimic the color of them somewhat in the pumpkin, and that's why I use the maize and the truffle. And now I'm going to put them in rows. So, and I cut off that little plastic piece on the back too, because it'll rest flatter when you glue them on there. So I put 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1 and 1. And you can see me do this and kind of try to overlap them a little bit and cover the entire board. And you can add more or you can add less. Again, there's just no right or wrong of this. It's just to your liking. And now I'm going to take these leaves. The leaves from the Black Eyed Susans were really like green and shiny. These look more like a fall leaf, and that's why I'm using these. And I just put a few here and there just to add a little green. And now we're going to be taking all this ribbon, and I cut 4 pieces of each ribbon, and they are all different lengths. So maybe one is 6, 7, 8 inches, another one's 9 inches, another one's 12, maybe one's 14 inches. And I believe all these are from the Dollar Tree also as well. And this is some white lacy ribbon, and I did dovetail the ends of the thicker pieces. And now I'm just going to put them next to each other. So one type of ribbon, the 4 pieces are sit next to each other, and then I'll take this, I think it's like baker's twine or something. I'm going to put that on top. And then now my black and white checkered ribbon goes on top of that. And then I just took a piece of string and tied the top of it when I was done. So this is going to be a tail. So I turn it around, and I'm just going to hot glue it down there. And then I take a piece of leftover ribbon, and I just glued it on top to give it a little bit more, I don't know, I don't want to say stability, just to make it reinforce it. That's the word I'm looking for, reinforce. It's nighttime and I'm a little tired right now, but I wanted to get this edited for you guys so I can post it tomorrow morning. Okay, so the wired jute just was unraveling from the wire. So I just took like 4 pieces and pulled it off the wire and unraveled it a little bit and just hot glued it up here. Just, well, I don't know, I just thought it might just add some interest. It was something different. And now I'm taking a bunch of raffia, and I'm just I don't know, just pull out a handful of it and tie it in the middle. It's kind of messy looking, but that's kind of the way I wanted it to look, and I'm just cutting the loops and gluing it right in the middle again. And I'm taking these pit berries and wrapping them around this paintbrush. You could use a pen or a pencil. This is all I had left. I would have used more if I had more, but I didn't. I think it needs more and it needs to be longer. So you just pull it apart, the spring apart kind of, and then bend it up in the middle and glued it on there. And this is just a simple bow. It's not even a bow. It's a piece of, it's a small, because I didn't want to hide the stem and all that. It's just a small piece of ribbon, and I just cut it, dovetailed on both sides, and then pinched it in the middle, tied it, and then glued it right up there. I didn't want the ribbon to overpower it at all. And now I'm going to make a hanger out of the mesh tubing, and I'm just gluing it right there, and you can glue a little piece of material on top of that, or ribbon on top of that too. And there you have it. This is a little bit closer up, and this next picture is a little bit further away so you can see the whole thing. I just really like this piece. It is hanging on my wall. This is the next piece we're going to be making. And here's the things you're going to need. So this is from the Dollar Tree. It's just this wood sign. It's not even a sign, I don't know, plaque or whatever it is. And 3 pumpkins. Though if you have the wood ones are the best. This is what I had, and I'm going to have to pull the paper off of them. I do have these from a local dollar store. This craft medley, these wood letters are wonderful. I love them. They're 3 to a pack for $1.25, and I know that you can get them on Amazon. I saw them a little while ago. So we're going to be spelling the word welcome, and 3 wood buttons. I got the wood buttons from Walmart, but you can get them from the Dollar Tree, or you can get buttons in general from the Dollar Tree. If you don't want to use buttons, you can use those sunflowers. And of course, what would a project be without jute? And Waverly chalk paint. So pumpkin and maize and truffle. My 3 go-tos for this season. So here I'm pulling all of the paper off of these and the glue. And I'm painting them all in pumpkin. I'm painting the pumpkins in pumpkin in both of these projects. And same thing like the first pumpkin. I'm just kind of, darkening the stem in a little bit and, outlining them and giving them some lines. They're kind of like a C on one side and a backwards C on the other, and a little not super straight line in the middle. And I just kind of take them and, I don't know, smudge them in a little bit. And then this maize color, this yellow, is a really good to kind of highlight it and to make it look like it's kind of shiny. And yeah, you don't have to use your finger, but I do. I always use my fingers when I'm painting. I'm a messy painter, but I get right into the project that way. Anyway, so now we're going to put our letters on this sign. So you always want to start in the middle, and the C is obviously in the middle, and then you put the beginning W and the end E, and then fill everything else in. And then you can adjust it a little bit. Now you can stencil on this if you don't have these letters, and I know the Dollar Tree sells letters. They're a little bit smaller, but they'll work too. And now I just put a little teeny tiny line with the pencil there, so I know where to line up the W. And I'm putting some Gorilla Super Glue as well as a little bit of hot glue. And I do that to each and every letter. And that's what it looks like. And now we're gonna add the pumpkins. So I take this jute and I cut 3 pieces off. They're all the same length. And just determine how long you want it to hang down. And that's how long you'll make that. And then I'm just gluing the jute onto the back of each of the pumpkins. And now I'm going to glue it to the back of the sign. And I'm gluing one right below the letter C, which is in the middle. And then I'm going to glue the other ones. I don't remember if it's like 3 inches apart or 4 inches apart. I just kind of eyeball this. now we're just going to decorate the pumpkins. I took the jute and I wound it around my fingers probably 6 to 8 times, something like that. Pinch it in the middle. I cut the ends off. And I tried to tie this a bazillion times and it just kept falling apart on me. So I thought, I'm going to use these clamps. So I pinched it with the clamps and then I tied it. And this is a good hack because it worked like a charm. And so just double knot it and then cut off the little ends there. I'm not going to have any like strings hanging down or anything. And just hot glue it right on the top of the pumpkin, and then I put a little button, and I did that to all 3 of them. And this is what it looks like. And here it is hanging on my wall. And that's all for today, you guys. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed week, and I will see you very soon for some more fall and Halloween ideas.